Okay, let's start with the obvious question. Why would FIFA, the richest organization in sports, need to sell part of the World Cup to private investors? That's the bombshell that just caused Carlos Cordeiro, one of Gianni Infantino's top advisors, to resign in protest. But here's what fascinates me, this isn't just about money. It's about power, legacy, and who really controls the soul of football. Let's unpack this. So, FIFA's plan is to create this $20 billion subsidiary called FIFA Forward Enterprise, FFE, selling up to 20% of the World Cup and other events to investors like Joshua Kushner. Cordeiro called it a bad deal for football and walked away. But wait, FIFA has $15 billion in reserves and no debt. Why are they even considering this? Personally, I think this reeks of a power move by Infantino to consolidate control. Why rely on existing revenue streams when you can create a new financial structure that answers to private investors instead of national federations? That's the elephant in the room here. Cordeiro's resignation isn't just a drama moment. He's a former banker with a Harvard MBA, not some idealistic amateur. His argument? Selling a permanent stake in the World Cup for $4.2 billion is short-sighted when FIFA already has the cash to fund global development programs. But here's the twist, Infantino is framing this as a way to modernize football. In my opinion, that's corporate jargon for shifting FIFA from a non-profit facade to a profit-driven entity. And that's terrifying because the World Cup isn't just a tournament, it's a cultural institution. Would you trust hedge fund managers to prioritize grassroots football over quarterly dividends? Let's talk about the bigger picture. FIFA's member associations have until September 19 to vote on this. Infantino's warning that they'll risk being left behind if they reject it? That's classic fearmongering. But why the rush? If this passes, we're looking at a future where private investors have a say in tournament hosting, sponsorship deals, even how revenue gets distributed. What many people don't realize is that this could trigger a domino effect. UEFA's already threatening a boycott, which might fracture global football governance entirely. Imagine a world where the Champions League and World Cup compete as rival entities. That's not paranoia, it's a plausible outcome. Here's a detail I find fascinating: Cordeiro wasn't just some random advisor. He was handpicked to grow the game at all levels. His background in Goldman Sachs and global banking means he understands financial engineering better than most. If he thinks this deal is toxic, that's a red flag. From my perspective, this isn't about financial need, it's about restructuring FIFA's power hierarchy. Infantino's pushing for a model where investors, not football nations, call the shots. And that's a gamble with the sport's identity. The World Cup shouldn't be a commodity for Wall Street. It belongs to the fans, the players, the communities that keep football alive. So, what do you think? Is this the start of football's privatization era, or will the backlash force FIFA to back down? Let me know in the comments.